What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Rush Mike. So, how about that NFL draft last night? So I realized after the fact, a lot of stuff I said in my last video about the draft, it sounded like I really didn't know what I was talking about. I might have been on drunk or on drugs or something. And let me assure you, I was completely sober. I do not partake in that stuff while driving. But I was pretty tired, pretty sleep deprived, so I couldn't think straight. But I think I referred to Justin Herbert as Justin Fields, which was the Ohio State quarterback. Justin Herbert is the Oregon quarterback. I said Mekhi Becton ran a 4.34, but when it was more like a 5.1. So yeah, I was totally out of it. Part of it is that I was sleep deprived because this whole coronavirus stuff's really fucked up my sleeping schedule. But also, I just didn't do a whole lot of research before the draft. It made me realize that Mel Kiper is really, really good at what he does. I always bagged on him for like making big bucks for covering one event a year. But you know what? He covers that one event a year really well. You can tell he puts a lot of research into it. But anyways, despite not doing a whole lot of research before the draft, I managed to predict, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 out of the first 7 picks correctly. Joe Burrow, everybody knew Joe Burrow was going first. Everybody knew Chase Young was going second. Got Jeffrey Okudah right going third. Tua Tagovailoa going 5th. Justin Herbert going 6th. So got that right. Yeah, so 5 out of the first 6. The only one I didn't get right was the tackle from Georgia going to the Giants. What was his name? Anthony Thomas, who I thought was I thought he was not the best offensive tackle in the draft. I thought Mekhi Becton was, but Mekhi Becton, he ended up going 10th to the Jets, and I really like the Jets a lot, so I'm happy about that. I mean, I guess I'd say I like the Giants and the Jets just about equally. I know people say you're supposed to like one or the other, but I mean, they play in the same stadium, they play in the same part of New Jersey. There's not really a regional split, It's not like how it is with the Yankees and Mets, where if you're from the Bronx, you gotta be a Yankees fan. If you're from Long Island, you gotta be a Mets fan. But it's different with the NFL because like neither of them even play within the 5 boroughs. So yeah, all of interesting note. They went 31 picks before selecting a running back. I forget the guy's name offhand. Something Hilaire from LSU. He was number 32 in the draft, and he was the first running back. Meanwhile, there were something like 4 or 5 wide receivers: Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb. So it really goes to show you, I mean, how much emphasis there is in the NFL on passing. It's kind of a shame because there are a lot of really physically gifted running backs in the league, but it's a passer's league. There's no getting around it. All the rules they put in place, to prevent head hits, to prevent concussions, to make the game safer, which I'm definitely in support of, but it also means the running game has been de-emphasized in favor of the passing game. So, when I played football in high school, I was I was an offensive lineman, and if you know anything about playing offensive line, run blocking is so much more physically intense than pass blocking. Like, and when I was playing football in high school, like, I'd say about 100% of the teams ran more often than they passed. So when you got a chance, so when there was a pass play and you got a chance to pass block, it kind of felt like a play off because it was so much less physically intense than run blocking. So I'm thinking about how the passing game has evolved now in the NFL. It's like, wow, it's got to be, I mean, I wouldn't say it's easy. It's still very hard to be an offensive lineman, but I mean, it's got to be so much easier playing in a system where you run, or where you pass so much more often than you run. Woof. So I had some fried fish and shrimp last night. I got so much there was still a bit left over for me in the morning. So my breath kind of smells like whiting right now. And I tell you what, this place, they make the best fried fish. So good, like, I usually like to add malt vinegar on fried fish. I don't know, this particular batch was so good, I preferred to have it without malt vinegar. It was that good. The shrimp too, man. Huh. So I'm going over to the recycling center, got some recycling to do. Not the most fun job in the world, but it's got to be done. I was thinking of, I don't know if y'all ever saw the Cleveland show before it got canceled. There was an episode, there was a scene of the Cleveland show where he's doing like a public service announcement about how important it is to recycle. So he actually goes to recycle like a whole thing of glass bottles or whatever. And he's like, oh, what? Oh God, there's some liquid on this. What is this? Is this milk? Oh no, it's beer. Fuck it, it's all trash. And he just throws the entire bag of recycles in the trash. You know, the Cleveland show, it was pretty maligned. I can't say people were wrong about that. I mean, it was basically black Family Guy, but it had some really funny moments. I mean, kind of like how, like, Family Guy has, I mean, a lot of Family Guy shit just, like, is completely unfunny, but when they do something funny, it's really funny. And it was the same way with the Cleveland show. I mean, that's Seth MacFarlane's brand of humor. So, 8 minutes. This video's running a bit short. That's okay. Gotta do some recycling. Gotta put on my mask. So, what used to happen was, when I got this mask, was, you know, as soon as I stepped out, I might have it on the wrong way. I'm not sure. So, one of the ends is really soft, and the other it's much more stiff, like there's a piece of plastic running through it. So I'm not sure which one goes on top or bottom, but you know, I'm gonna do this. This feels a little bit more comfortable. Okay. Right. Have a good day, y'all.